Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of Her First Time Hayden Plays Hollow Knight. Very good, the child burns master's waiting for you. Thanks, Brum. So what we're doing today is finally finishing out the Grimm Child DLC. We're gonna dance with the devil himself, face our nightmares, and we have a whole audience. I like how he bowed to me there. I didn't have the respect for him though to wait until he was done before I hit him. It's really a fast, intense battle that, as you can tell, I've been getting quite lazy with how I've been doing these fights. I just kind of spam attack over and over and over again. I mean, there was never much kind of skill into my play style, but it's definitely here. It's just it's arrogance having gotten the quick slash and just a boost to my nail. I have too many charms. I'm OP and I'm not OP, I'm exactly as P'd as I should be, but I don't respect the bosses. They respected me. They shouldn't have. Silly. He's such cool design. The fan art of this guy is incredible that's out there. So, I should admit as well, as you know, with the past few episodes, I've been speaking over them after I've recorded them. I'm not speaking along with it. This is all done in post. Obviously, I do beat the Troupe Master Grimm. There is an extra version after this called the Nightmare King Grimm. I was not able to beat him, and I thought that I'd keep a second file and just kind of keep it as an alternative that hopefully I would get back to it to do it by the time I was editing all this together, but I wasn't able to. And in this save file, what I've done is there's an alternative end to the story of where you meet Brum down in Deep Nest, and you agree to help him to banish the Nightmare King without having to confront him. It's basically just the easy way out, and I took it just so I could get the last charm that I needed and to round out the DLC. I didn't record that because I was hoping that wouldn't be the end to the story that I'd put into this, but it's how it ended, and I don't have any evidence of it. So for this Let's Play, the Grimm DLC is going to end with this battle, which in itself is a really cool battle. It's just an absolute shame that I wasn't able to finish it properly, because as difficult as this is really just learning his patterns, and it's quite fast paced, but once he goes nightmare mode, it's just so fast, and it's really difficult to counter everything that he does, and even just to find time to heal. It's just crazy. I think he's doing 2 masks worth of damage at a time as well, which of course is not great. Yeah, I'm doing okay in this one. I don't think it's the one that I beat him in though, however. I think when he goes into that kind of cocoon and it becomes the bullet storm hell kind of bit of the battle, that means he's lost a significant portion of health. Not that it mattered there again, obviously, because he whooped me. So what we're going to do is change up my charms. As you can see, the last one that I need is from the end of the Grimm Troupe storyline, so that's why I kind of wussed out. Unbreakable Strength is probably my favorite thing. Charm. Use your words right, Hayden. Oh, we can hear Zote. Hella, hella, bella, bella. So, what they, from today, it's exactly 13 days until Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out, which obviously, for fans of the game, that's kind of a really cool number because it's 13 darknesses and it's the big countdown to the final confrontation with them. So, I'm very excited. I don't know how to really kind of do a celebration or a countdown on each day. I was going to try and replay the games, but I could not be bothered hooking up my PS3. Oh, that time there I definitely hit him when he was bowing, and he seemed to respond quite poorly and has gone straight into this. Maybe that's what happens. Maybe I had let him long enough last time. Ha. Along with Kingdom Hearts 3 coming out in less than 2 weeks, True Detective Season 3 started on Monday night with a double billing. It was an absolute return to form to Season 1, and I loved it. I think I only watched one episode of Season 2, the one with Colin Farrell and Vince Vaughn, and I gave up on it. I wasn't feeling it. And then after seeing the reviews of it, I was kind of like, well, I probably will never revisit this or finish it. Season 1, I didn't watch it as it was airing, so I wasn't part of like the whole Reddit. Oh, that was really good, the way that I kind of pogoed on him. Well done, me. Pat on my back. But yeah, like I wasn't part of the whole Reddit trying to pick apart every red herring and follow every thread and look at every Easter egg and analyze it to work out who's involved in the murders, who was a part of the cult and all that. It wasn't until after I finished the season in one sitting that I went back and I experienced all that. So I don't know if my experience of Season 1 was not tarnished, but it was definitely different to people that had the internet along with them. Like, I loved it still right up until the last episode, and I felt it was a bit hollow. And then when I saw what everybody else was kind of theorizing might be the outcome of it, I was like, oh god, the random people on the internet have written a much better story. Why didn't they go with this? Yeah, it was like I was in my final year of college when Season 1 came out. I remember it was like, it must have been about 11 o'clock, probably on a Tuesday or a Wednesday night, and I watched it straight through into the next morning and had to go in, and I was just not able for any work whatsoever. But at the same time, I was like, totally worth it, because now I can talk to people. There was also a guy in college then whose second name was King, and we would refer to him as the Yellow King. It was kind of mean, but he brought it on himself. Probably for all the bodies that he had in his basement. And if I hadn't watched it all in that one sitting, I would never have gotten the reference. Here we go. Watching it back like this, you really see his attacks are fairly choreographed. And that's... like, once you know what to do, it's pretty okay. Like that, he barely hits me with that. Sneaky little slap there. Should I tell this story? I won't tell the whole story. It was one of my first girlfriends when I was growing up. It was the first time I'd ever been cheated on in a relationship. It was very sad. But her excuse for... not excuse. Her defense for what she did was that she had gone to the circus for the weekend and it was with one of the carnies. And she was like, yeah, but if it's in the circus, it doesn't count. It's like, that logic doesn't hold up. There's not much. No. Now, if the guy looked like the Grimm Troupe Master. Troupe Master Grimm, then I could understand it. But I don't think he did. Everyone always likes to point out it's probably really funny to think of her like with a little dwarf on stilts. And that's what my rival was. My replacement. Or a depressed, overweight clown that was shuffling elephant dung. That was still better than putting up with my nonsense. Which is fair enough. They probably have stories to tell. It's a nice little dance here, there's a good rhythm to it. He still managed to schmack me. Heel, heel, heel! Jump. Whoa. That was silly, I really shouldn't have been hit there. That was my own F up. Come on, Hayden, you can do it. For once in your life, don't be so useless. Oh, that's the actual Grimm child, isn't it? That's flying around there. Oh, all the applause, all the applause. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You can't see it, but I'm actually bowing. I live for the applause. Applause. Applause, 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 applause. Do we think Lady Gaga is going to be nominated for an Oscar? I didn't watch that film because it didn't seem... What is it? A Star is Born? It didn't really seem like it would be my sort of thing. But, you know, she probably will be. Because that's the world we live in. It was always so weird that people were so fixated when she first became popular. It was like the whole conversation around her wasn't, is she a great musician? Is she talented? Any of that. Oh, that was very close, wasn't it? Down to the last smack. Still beat him. Hello. Bow. I'd bow if I could. Bravo, my friend. Hear how the crowd adores you. They've not seen such a show in a long time. Good. He just went full Thanos on it there. Look here how our child has grown, nourished and strengthened by the heat of our passionate dance. The two of you will feature in many tragedies and triumphs. And so our great ritual nears its ends. Will you continue to harvest the flame, even though now you surely to see the path illuminates? Our scarlet eyes will watch you keenly. Go into the darkness, harvest the last lingering embers of this kingdom, then return to me and we will complete our dance. You see, I tried that. It didn't go well for me. So I'm not going to Saz, mate. Thank you. But yeah, the conversation around Lady Gaga was that did she or didn't she have a willy? Why did anyone care what was between her legs? That's the sort of society we live in. Moving on. Yeah, as you can see here, I also didn't think that I was going to beat the Trial of Fools. And I did, and I didn't record it. So here's the evidence of the God Tamer beaten. Its husk left as another crowd cheers me on. I did it on my second try. I was just kind of playing true and didn't really expect anything, but still did it. Pretty proud of myself there. Yeah, here we're back to a nice part. We're using up our last simple key. This I find to be a really sad place. Songstress Maria, a voice to ease all burdens. It's like one of the few places of recreation and comfort that we see in Hollow Nest. And it's just sad to look at it, knowing that, like, it really brings to life what a vibrant and lively hub this place probably once was. And now it's just reduced to ruin, haunted by memories. The Pleasure House. She sings Another Butterfly, which is kind of interesting, isn't it? If the Pale King was a butterfly, I wonder what relationship she has to him. And again, it's just beautiful singing. But as we can see, she's just a ghost. She's not alive herself even. Welcome to my stage, little one. I am Marissa, songstress of Sumrione. Though given the starry sight, huge crowds once flocked to hear me sing, then something changed. The audience, once so enwrapped, began to leave. I continued to sing. Perhaps you'd care to listen to me sing. You'd be the first in a long time. Just wandered to the backstage and try and find something, because that's the sort of guy I am, hoping there'll be secrets. She looks kind of like Hornet with a yellow wig on. There's probably someone more specific that I could attribute her look to, but that's what instantly pops to head. Onwards into the Pleasure House. And we have another fountain. Not fountain, what do you call it? Spring? Hot spring? Rest up, little one, rest up. And a secret shortcut. Who would have been sneaking into the Pleasure House? What naughty little boys. We're going down. Oh, Hayden, stop singing that. I'm pretty sure there's something really depressing along here that I found. Marissa. Was it a brothel, do you think? Yeah, this is weird. It's like a kitchen. They were all eaten these rancid eggs and died from a taste wrong. Hungry. So they were like dead even before, yeah. Here we like that's messed up. Listen. Shoink, you look pretty skinny, very scrawny. That's the way to be, I reckon. Just look at me, a great big juicy fatty oily scrumptious bug. No wonder I'm so popular. Yeah, you're all dead. I've been waiting an awfully long while. Surely it's dinner time soon. Maybe it was dinner time a couple of 100,000 years ago. Who knows how time has gone in this place. I don't know what the lifespan of a bug is. It's a bug's life. And that is that for there, I'm pretty sure. The pleasure house. A place of wholesomeness and intrigue. I'm sure everyone was reading Sartre and Camus around the place. They weren't just getting their little tiny little ant mickeys. Their dingle. Well, I don't even want to think about how ants recreation. And this is what happened to all the grubs that we were saving. They were devoured by the grandfather one. The trophy that you get for this is called Metamorphosis. So he seems happy. They're all still alive inside him. So presumably they're going to like transcend to a new state of being. Could possibly almost like a worm. He'll go into like a cocoon state and blossom out as something even more powerful and greater. Like in Bloodborne, ascending to a whole new level of being. And this is where it ends. With Lady Sabula, the charm seller. We finally get her blessing for having gathered all the charms. Which is kind of annoying how it rests when you do it. With your excessive patronage, those startling good looks, you're more than welcome to it. So we get a nice big kiss off the lady from Amarcord, the big juicy mama. Which basically, when I'm sitting at a bench, my spirit is regenerated. Which is cool. Yes, I hope my blessing brings you everything you desire. Don't be a stranger, sweetums. Another trophy. I bought everything. I'm such an attractive bug, wonderfully clad, sparkling things. I may have nothing more to give, but you can come back and visit from time to time. Nah. I'm pretty sure this is where I bow out. So that is the end of this episode, everybody. I will see you in a few days for what is hopefully the final confrontation. The end of the end. I don't know if I'm going to do any more, so thanks for watching. Bye.